Vince sometimes went to #2 back in 1986. Erasure have had a string of hits. They play in the Point Depot tonight as part of their Wild tour, and they're here in the Jo-Maxi studio. Welcome along, lads. Thanks for coming in. I'm a great fan. First of all, how's the tour going?
It's going very well. We just did 3 weeks in Europe, and we've just started like the UK and the rest of the world now.
So you did Belfast last night. Was that good?
It was very exciting.
Andy, your reputation as a sort of an outlandish dresser precedes you. So what can we expect on this tour?
Well, Vince is getting more outrageous than I am these days. I mean, we're fighting backstage, so who's going to have the brightest, spangliest costume? But there's just lots of sequins still and skimpy things.
What's your favourite costume on this tour?
Favourite things are the silver suits and space helmets.
Vince, you're a bit of a sort of a techno wizard. Do you prefer studio work or live work?
Well, they're both totally different, you know. I mean, you're applying your skills in different ways. So both things can get like a bit boring as well, you know, in the studio when you're in there for a long time. It can get a bit monotonous, and same as on tour. But the tour so far has been good.
Is it difficult to make a sort of what's basically a techno sort of with no live instruments? Is it difficult to make that exciting for people?
Not really. I mean, we don't see ourselves as a kind of rock and roll band, you know, like with like 1,000 guitar riffs every 5 seconds. It's more of a show that we put on, you know, more of like a West End cabaret kind of show.
Great. Andy, your voice. Did you have any formal training?
Apart from when I was really young, being in the choir and stuff like that, and doing breathing then. But I always used to run out of breath before the end of the line. So, but nothing in between really.
The band do loads of cover versions, like there was ABBA's Gimme Gimme, was it River Deep Mountain High, Tina Turner, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly even. Why do you like messing around with cover versions?
I don't know, we just choose kind of tacky classics that we, you know, think would go down well in clubs and stuff like that, and live as well. We usually got one cover version that we do in the show. So
any cover version in the pipeline, Vince, that you could tell us about?
Well, we're talking about doing the next cover will be probably Super. No.
You did Super.
I've lost my heart to a Starship Trooper.
Oh, yeah. That's tacky. America. We had some majorettes in here on Friday, and they were describing your music as new wave. That's the way it's classed in America. So have you made any inroads there at all?
Well, they don't play us on college radio anymore because they told us that we've crossed over to major. But I mean, it's still hard for us to get played. You know, each time something new comes out, unless you have like a #1 single there, they're not going to jump on the next thing you release. So it's still quite hard for us. But I think it's the same as being a band with a demo tape, really. But I think we've proved to Warner's that there's some longevity to us. So they've started to put their money where their mouth is.
Vince, your music, the backing tracks to all your music, it's very like house music. Would you sort of aspire to creating the ultimate house record?
I don't think we aspire to make house music in particular. I mean, personally, I quite like that kind of music. I think it's quite interesting, you know. But I think that we prefer to call ourselves songwriters, you know. I think we have some melody in our songs.
So what's going to happen for Erasure for the 1990s?
It'd be nice to have a #1 single somewhere.